There. I've just finished patching the holes in the cottage's roof so that we can stay dry until this storm passes. But, I appear to have gotten caught in the rain while doing so. I don't want to trail all of this water into the house. Tiny, could you get me something to dry off with here on the porch? Thank you, my love. These storms seem to be getting more and more frequent here in the Valleylands of Treston. I wonder why that is. Either something to do with the winds, or Cord the Storm Lord is angered. No matter. Not even the Lightning Lord himself is going to be able to enter this cottage tonight. Or he'll have to go through me. Not an easy task, I'll admit. There we go. I should be dry enough now. I guess this was nature's sign to tell me to get out of the forge a bit and spend more time with the love of my life. Can't argue with that, I guess. Here, I'll go put these above the hearth so that they'll dry when the storm clears. I have 13 shields that need to be repaired, since the guard scout troop was ambushed by some goblins who made their camp by the mountains. If they keep up, I'll be having to fix blades and armor too. You know, I think I'm going to need to take on an apprentice soon. I know you and I can handle most of the stuff around here, but Treston is only getting bigger, and I'm the only blacksmith in the village since my teacher retired. And with more threats, like goblins, bandits, and dire wolves coming around in these parts, the guard is going to need to grow and need more armor, weapons, and building materials. Not to mention the repairs for all when they take a beating. Oh, and trust me, some of these new squires don't even know how to handle a blade correctly. Give them 1 week with me, and I'll make a fine soldier out of all of them. But that captain of the guard, Loreth, is a high elf who keeps telling me to stop helping those kids and get back to my blacksmith job. Something tells me it's not about me being a blacksmith. And if he won't train the future defenders of this place to actually defend it, then Treston is going to be in a heap of trouble when things worse than goblins come knocking. But it's true. Someone needs to train this next generation of guards so this place can be safe. For us. I finally have a life worth living and a safe place for both of us. And I'm not losing it. You know, I'll just train them all myself in secret if I have to. Look at me. I'm starting to sound like my father. But anyways, yes. I think I should start looking for an apprentice for the coming years. Not now, but soon. I just don't know who, since all the kids in our neighborhood either want to be soldiers or scholars. There's no respect for good old trades anymore. You know, maybe we could... I was just... I've been thinking about something and... I don't know, maybe we could... Huh? Did you hear that? I think there's someone at the door. In this storm? Who in the hells would need to be talking to the smithy now of all times? You stay here and relax. I'll get it. And then we can continue this conversation after. What do you need? Huh? There's no one else here. There's nobody. But there are some footprints in the mud, running away towards the woods. Whoever it was must have been in a hurry and tried not to be seen. Was it Ruben's kids again? This is the third time in a week they've done that to our door. I'll need to have a little chat with their father about... Oh my gods. Tiny, come here. Someone left an infant on our porch. I hear it from inside the basket. Here, I need to get it out of the rain. Tiny, check out the windows and see if their parents are still anywhere around. I'll look inside and make sure the rain hasn't reached the poor thing. There. Tiny, come see. This child, it's orcish. But also elvish too. This baby is a half-orc. There. It's okay. You're all safe now. Tiny, check the basket for anything else, like a name or anything that will let us know where he's from or who his parents might be. There's a note? Here, can you hold him? I'll read it. Well, there. Let's see. To the ones who own this cottage, I never knew your names, but please look after this baby boy. If my family ever knew that I had him, it would mean the end of everything for me, and I don't know what would happen to him. There's no life for him in the city of elves, but I thought that maybe you can give him a life that I cannot. I never got the chance to name him, and his father is a terrible man. But with you, he can blend in and be safe from both my family and him. Please raise him to be a strong and kind man. Forever love, A. Tiny, he's all alone, and whoever left him isn't coming back. All we know is that it's an elvish woman whose name starts with an A. She must be from Kalmar. That's the only place I know that's run by the elven peoples of the old way. They don't like the orcs, and the orcs don't like them. That girl wouldn't have been able to take her child there. And from the sounds of it, she ran into an orc from the northern clans. You see, our clan is part of the southern clans. The northern orcs are, well, what most people fear that we southern orcs are. They are the ones who burn villages and destroy for the sake of pleasing Grumsh, the one-eyed orc god. That is what Brutaka, my uncle, tried to make us into, but he never got the chance. I wouldn't be surprised if his father doesn't know he exists. That's probably a good thing. From the sound of it, they wouldn't take in a half-orc child, especially not when he's half-elf. That is not the way of the one-eyed. This child wouldn't be able to live in either place, Kelma or the North clans. So, that leaves us with a decision. Tiny, this is a lot to take in at once. This child has no home, no guardians, no one. I think you know what I'm about to say. Tiny, if you think we are ready, if we can, I believe we should take care of this child. Raise him, teach him to be a fine man. Maybe when he gets old enough, he could help me with the forge and be my apprentice. He can run around Treston, play with Reuben's kids, find his own path in life, and even live a life that we wish we would have had as children. What I'm trying to say is, he has nothing, but we can give him something, a great life, one he can be proud of, one where he is loved. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same. What if this A ever turns up and looks for him again? She might. When she feels safe, she very well might. But until then, she left him with us. We'll just cross that bridge when we get there. For now, he is in our care. And that's what he needs. Care. What do you say? Well then, Tiny, do you have any ideas for a name? Me? Something traditional, slightly orcish. Well, I do want to culture the boy. Actually, I did have one I was saving up. Just in case, you know. There was an orc from another southern clan. He claimed to be their greatest warrior, and wanted to challenge the greatest warrior of our clan. So naturally, he fought me. And he was the only orc to ever fight me to a draw. And if you ever met the guy, he would tell you he won. But that's just because he's that kind of man. His name was Jorog. He was my first ever actual friend. So, in his honor, I would offer the name Jorasal. Jor means friend in Orcish. Jorog means friend of wolves. He belonged to the Blood Wolf clan. So, Jorasal means friend of bears. Our clan made by my father was the Iron Bears. That, and it's a nice little homage to the werebear that saved my life and helped us take down my uncle. Never caught his name. Plus, anyone in the clan would recognize his name and know he is kin. And with Garrick in charge, I'm sure the new Iron Bear clan village is going to have an influx of half-orcs. I do one thing, and that man copies me every time. So, what do you think? You like it? Very well. I will make an appointment to meet with the Lord Steward and let him know to add one more name to ours on the village census. I am Thresh, son of Ozaka, and you are Jorasal, son of Thresh. May I bless you as your father, with a long life and a healthy one, filled with joy, laughter, and happiness. Welcome to your new home, our son.